Hi everyone. Today we're going to have a really weird recipe. What I have in front of you is a military biscuit mix. I'll let Dave go ahead and explain all about this can.
Well, we don't know a lot about it. I'll throw a picture, or Sherry can throw a picture of the top of the can. It's got the company's name on it. We looked it up once before, but life kind of happens, and I'll have to try to dig that stuff back up, see if I can find it, and we'll put it in the screen. But the production date was on this from the lot number that we had, and this was a military ration. I think this one expired somewhere in the 1990s. I don't remember the production date on it. We'll get this opened up and see if it is discolored or... Yeah, we found the whole case of this. If you remember the old building that we tore down, there was an entire case of this stuff in there. A couple of them looked like they had rusted through, and a couple looked like they had not. This was one of the had nots. So we're gonna divide this up. It makes a bunch of biscuits. It's military. So we're gonna use a fourth of this because we're not going to make nearly as many as what the recipe normally makes. So this is a 4.8 pound, so we're going to get 1.2 pounds and call it good for the recipe. There's some packets in here with the other ingredients mixed in here somewhere. They normally dump the whole can out, so didn't really matter too much where they were.
And Dave's being my physical arms today because this is a lot of heavy stuff that we're going to be doing, or stretching, and I hurt my shoulder in September, and there's a lot I can't do, so he's going to actually help me out here.
Before we get too deep into this, let me take a sniff, because it said in the online to watch for discoloration and smell. It smells okay. Looks okay. I don't know what the original color was, so I don't know.
It looks like about the color of biscuit.
Yeah. So we're at 1.13, getting close. There we go, 1.2. We'll dig the packets out and we'll divide those up. We're just going to have to guess at this. It's got the instructions on here, but it's not real precise. And so above 2,000 feet, it's got cut lines on here, but this is for an entire batch, and we're not making an entire batch. So we're just going to have to kind of guess at this. We're higher than 4,000 feet, but we'll do about 4,000 feet, and that's about a fourth of this bag plus a tiny bit. So
what is that?
This one is bicarbonate of soda.
Okay.
And we're just going to guess at this, and we'll see how it comes out. And we're going to do the same thing. This one is the leavening acid. So whatever leavening acid is, I don't know. I'm not a cook. I don't know if that means yeast. I'm not sure.
So I have the dry ingredients in the mixing bowl. Come over to my workstation with my new mixer. I've only used it once before. And before I go any further, I want to do a shout out to Flour, Eggs, and Yeast. Back when I made my other video, which was the no-bake Twix cake, I commented that I did not get a splash guard. Teresa and Cam were so kind that they sent me a splash guard. And it almost made me cry when I received it. That was so kind that they would do such a thing. However, because it's a different brand, this part right here hits against here, so it doesn't quite fit. But I appreciate it so much that they were kind enough to think of me and send me a splash guard. I'll put their link down below. We need the paddle attachment. Push that up and turn that over, and lock that into place. We will turn this on low and let it blend for 5 minutes. Next, gradually add your water and let it mix for 30 seconds. And I'm using 9 ounces of water, which is 1/4 of what the full amount takes. So it formed dough. Next we'll have Dave knead it for about a minute or until it's smooth.
Well, it kind of feels like bread dough.
I thought you were going to say Play-Doh.
Biscuit dough.
Well, I've never made homemade biscuits, so I can't tell you.
I haven't either, but I watched Mom do it when I was growing up. Seems right.
Roll it till it's a 1/2 inch thick. So next we're taking a 2.5 inch biscuit cutter, and we are cutting them into biscuit sized pieces and see how many we can get. So the dough made 11 biscuits. So put your Military Biscuits in a preheated 450 degree oven for 15 to 20 minutes or until golden brown. So here is the old-time Military Biscuit. Rounding out the meal is slow cooker potatoes, roast, and carrots. Let's see if we can poison Dave.
Okay, well, I know what I'm testing. It smells like a biscuit. Oops. Well, I almost made it over there. Oh, whoa.
I started to believe you there for a minute. Little chewy?
No, actually, it's not. It's it smells like a biscuit. It chews like a biscuit. I think it's a biscuit.
An old-time biscuit.
An old-time biscuit. All right, so we'll see how I feel tomorrow. But so far, I'm happy with this. I like it. I'll tell you what. I think these are the freshest 30-year-old biscuits I've ever had.
Recipe deals for easy meals. Please like, subscribe, and share. This is Cooking with Sherry. Until we meet again.